Can you list one of your habits? Good habit? Okay. Do you have any good habit? Do you read before you sleep or maybe write a journal? Excellent. But do you have any bad habit like biting your nails? Or do you pick your nose sometimes? Oh gosh, that's really bad. But other than this, we have other bad habits also, like procrastinating, fidgeting with your hair all the time. I don't do it. And sometimes you stereotype and overspend, just an unending list. But in this session, today I'm going to list 7 bad habits which will drag you down. If you follow any of these, then keep watching and find out which are the habits that you need to give up. This is Michelle, your tutor. Thank you so much for having me. You're watching Skillopedia, the place to learn skills for the real world. Hey, it's time to stop complaining. Don't complain so much about what happened in the past. Look forward at the future. Are you confused about what I'm saying? Yes, I'm talking about one habit that can get you down, and that habit is to pity yourself. Stop pitying. Of course, what's gone is gone. Don't worry and don't think too much. Do you always spend your time thinking that you're not smart enough, you don't earn enough, or you don't look good enough? Well, you can be what you want to be. Trust me on that. If you decide to look at the future and not at the past. Do you want to look better? Lose weight. And do you want to study more or get more professional qualifications? Join a professional course. Definitely, there's so much that you can look forward to. You don't have to pity yourself. And please, trust me, stop complaining and whining, because like this, you might lose your friends. Because when you complain about the same thing again and again, people around you will lose their sympathy for you. So if you have a genuine complaint, make that. But don't complain about your unlucky fate, because you can make yourself lucky by giving up this habit of pitying yourself. Are you one of those people who never ever lends money to anyone? Are you? Or do you always look for the sale sign at the supermarket? My dear, this is a very bad habit. This is called scrimping, which means that you want to save money at almost every turn. This does not demonstrate your smartness, but this definitely demonstrates your lack of balance between your savings and your expenses. So give that up, pay the real price. It's okay to pay the correct money for the product that you're buying. But if you scrimp too much, you lose on your favorite things and what you want to get. So stop saving too much money at petty things. Rather, spend and get what you want and use it wisely. So scrimping will definitely drag you down. Do you think that a 7-digit sum in your bank account can give you all the happiness in the world? Yeah, is that your answer? Yeah, of course, because I can wear fancy clothes, I can ride a fancy car, and I can have a great looking mansion. If that's your answer, you might be suffering from low income syndrome even when you have a high income in your bank account. This means that only people, according to social studies, only people with lower income say that they can get all the happiness in the world by material things, by having a lot of money because they can buy what they want to buy, and that can get them a lot of happiness. But true happiness can be found actually through relationships and through contacts in your life, because the people that you spend time with become the most important influence in your life. Just like this, it's not correct to think of everything in terms of money. Grow out of it. Don't think of money all the time. Sometimes building contacts is all you need as an opportunity to establish a whole big business. So this way you can get rid of another habit by giving up on thinking in terms of money always. You are fired. Is this what scares you the most? Do you dream about this and get all scared and get chills when you wake up? Maybe your inner poor self is waking up and telling you that you need to be scared because you have no money left. Well, that's never going to be a situation that you have no money at all. Sometimes you may have less money, sometimes you may have a bit more. So even if you lose a job, you don't need to be threatened about it or be scared about it, because money is not everything. Like I told you in the previous step, that don't always focus on money. So start applying for new jobs instead, and you will definitely get more opportunities. If not, you can partner with your friend who's running a great business, and probably he can provide you a good job. So this way you can help yourself to not think too much about money and not be afraid of losing a job. So don't be afraid, because you have other options. Are you always found low on your balance in the bank account? Well, if that's your situation, maybe you are spending more than you earn. I'm not saying you're a spendthrift, but you make wrong choices. You don't know where to spend and where not to spend. So you have to make a very careful list, and you have to think carefully about where you should spend more and where you should spend less. Because like this, you would keep losing money and you won't even know where it's going. So spend carefully. I'm not saying don't spend, but spend at the right things which you require, and be smart. It's often said, don't love what you do, but do what you love. What do you love? Do you love dancing? Be a dancer. Do you like playing the guitar? Be a guitarist. Okay, you love football maybe, then why don't you be a footballer? According to psychologists, people who spend their time doing the jobs that they don't like to do, then they're definitely destined for a lot of unhappiness and poverty. Because like this, you cannot invest all your energy and all your joy into the job that you're doing. Because when you wake up in the morning and you don't feel like going to work, not a very good sign. It's time to change your job and do what you like. Maybe it's not too late for that step, and even if it is, you can always start from the scratch and achieve something new. So take this point as the motivation to do what you love and not love what you do. Are you an introvert? It's okay if you're an introvert and you like to do the things that you want to do without making it public. It's absolutely fine. Maybe you don't have about 12 to 13 friends that keep calling you throughout the day. It'll save you on energy. But if you don't have friends at all, that's a bad sign. And if you don't spend too much time with your family members, that's also a bad sign, because you have no support base practically. So if you fail sometime and you're not able to do what you're doing, and you fail in your job or maybe in your exam, and you have no one to hold on to, that's really sad. This habit is definitely going to drag you down. So you should spend more time with your family and encourage them so that they can be your support base. You should nurture your relationships and be with your friends so that you always know who are you falling back on, and this will help you be stronger in the work that you're doing, because you'll never be insecure. So don't let this habit drag you down. Come together with your friends and family more often. So in this session with me, you have learned 7 habits that can drag you down. Obviously, you've not learned to acquire these habits, but you have learned to give up these habits, because these are the very habits that will stop you from climbing up the success ladder. So make sure that you give up all these habits. You're not scrimping anymore. You're not pitying over yourself all the time, because you'll lose your friends, okay? And don't think the money way all the time. Think about your family, think about your friends, and have a back to rely on. If you have any of these habits and today you have decided to give it up, then leave me in the comments and I'd be glad to know it. Thank you so much for watching this session with me on Skillopedia, the place where we all learn skills for the real world. Thank you. Bye-bye.